has managed to really pick up some opportunities. You got a grumpy look on your face. Are you grumpy?
We're live now.
We're live now. So I just talked a whole lot and we weren't live. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're here live at Brownstones for game number 5.
Oh man!
And it's okay. We're here for game number 5, and we're on now.
We're on now. My producer tells me we're on now.
We're here for game number 5 of.
Here we go.
Kitchener and Sarnia Sting. Kitchener currently with the power play.
And Sarnia doing a great job of killing it off in their zone. Only 28 seconds left in that power play. Man, Kitchener has not had a decent shot on goal at this point in this power play. Oh, there's one. You just gonna play on your phone now that we're live, or are you gonna go see how much we lost?
No, I'm making sure we're okay.
Oh, you're making sure we're okay. Alrighty then.
It was Jennifer that got a hold of me and said, "Hey,
what happened?" Oh, nice.
So see.
So Jen is taking care of us. Oh, look at this. Walk around. Oh my God. So close. That's another thing, man. It's awesome to see some of these plays going down where we've been so close so many times.
What was that look we just got?
I don't know. It was hey, who are these guys and why are they wearing headphones?
Yeah,
and they're looking all important and junk.
I don't know. So
anyway,
we're here tonight at Brownstones. Thanks for joining us. My friend Jay Peckham joining me.
In the blue paint. In the blue paint.
I'm sorry.
That's something we got to do more. We got to hassle Kalina. They've got their guy Smith has been running Fazio and standing in his crease and really giving him everything he can handle. And we really haven't done the same in return. I don't know.
Well, already 3 minutes into this period, and definitely it looks like both teams are it's really game on now. After yesterday. I mean, playoffs is game on, but it really is now. And Justin Fazio fighting them off there good.
Well, I think the secret is, frankly, when we win here, right, it means that we get to win the series at home on Sunday. That's what it means.
And how awesome would that be for?
Oh my goodness!
Sarnia Sting
because I gotta say, I feel a little kind of ripped off that when we won against Windsor in the first round, we won it in Windsor. We didn't get a chance to see them, shaking hands and doing all that, doing all that end of the series.
Well, there's definitely something nice about winning at home.
Yeah. So it'd be nice. So a win here will set that up for us, and I think we sitting fans deserve it.
Yeah, so that means Sunday, 5 o'clock puck drop down here at the Progressive.
Is it 5 o'clock?
It's 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, 100% I know that.
You're sure of that, right?
Absolutely.
So we're not sending out fake news or nothing?
No
Okay,
fake
no
fake news here. And I'm just I am paying attention. I'm just I'm sharing us out.
No, you're not.
I am. How would I know you just said that if I wasn't?
We got to be careful playing in behind our net like that. Seems to be bad news. All right, now we're playing in their end. That's awesome. So about 4.5 minutes gone here. Tied at zeros. Sting bringing it up the ice. Headed for Kitchener turf. In behind the net. Sweeping it around. Nick Grima from the point. Come on, boys. See, we need somebody in front of the net. That's what we need right there. We need somebody in front of the net. Giving that goaltender some grief.
Well, wherever you're watching from, we're live from Brownstones here right now for game number 5 of Sting versus Kitchener, of course, in this series tied at 2 apiece. We'd appreciate you making your comments on Facebook or retweeting us on Twitter. We're live on Facebook at the Video Show Network. My personal.
Well, we're live now.
Twitter, we're live now. It never goes. It's only with you that things never work out for me.
I know. I'm sure I'm a bad influence.
So Jennifer's been watching from afar, making sure,
good.
And I finally got that message. So and she's going to share us out now too.
Sweet.
But come on down here to Brownstones if you're wanting to watch the game. It's on the big screen here tonight. We've got the sound on, and I mean, you could just watch the commentary with the television, but why do that when you have Jay Peckham here? and I'm just kind of here. I'm just the guy with the tie.
The producer guy.
The guy with the tie. Well, my son was gonna come by tonight. You never know, he might. But I think he might have had other plans.
Oh no.
So he's allowed to do that. He's a teenager.
Nice cross-ice pass, a little deflected.
Currently,
we're certainly giving them the gears in their zone right now, which is outstanding.
Yeah, there you go.
Icing, take us back into Kitchener. I love that. I mean, we start playing hard like that in their zone. And that was my line. That was the Hugo McGregor jostling line.
Okay. The Hugo McGregor jostling line. Sounds like a start of... Never mind.
Yeah.
So...
It's interesting. I love watching the coaches, too, during the games, eh?
Their facial reactions?
Well, they're all of the above reactions, right? I think... it's really interesting because Coach Hatcher seems to be that sort of stern, very calm kind of, if something really gets out of hand, he gets to step in. But Coach Legwan, on the other hand, he's that guy that's yelling from, and carrying on and telling the boys where to go, what to do, and, all that kind of stuff.
There?
And how to get there, yeah. Well, I think it's an interesting dynamic. It's clearly this is one of the better seasons we've had. Coaching has to have a little as well, right?
Well, it's yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, we're gonna move the balloons. That's what we're gonna do, eh? Just take them down the other end. There we go.
Celebrating a birthday. Well, we gotta see. You can see.
I can. Oh, so that's why I've been doing all the talking.
Well, that's right. Okay. So
now that you can see,
now I can see. All right, 13 minutes just about remaining in this first period here. We're live at Brownstones tonight for game number 5. A 0-0 score currently. Wherever you're watching from, we'd appreciate you making the comments on our Facebook page if you got comments about the game. Maybe be watching the game at home and have us beside you on your phone or tablet, whatever that looks like. I'm going to go in and check right now to see if anybody's said hello to us.
That's one play that drives me bonkers. They bring the puck in all the way up the boards, curl around along the boards all the way in behind the net, and then try to make something happen from that back corner. They're always so deep at that point. I just, the options are limited. I don't know, but what do I know, right? That's just a fan perspective.
You matter, Jay.
I do. Yeah, Jay's life matters.
Kitchener player down hard there right now.
Oh,
Smith, number 54.
Am I allowed to say serves him right?
Well,
okay. Maybe
I
not.
often hear that conversation that somebody like to see somebody just.
Well, did you catch the after the final buzzer last night, there was that bit of a kerfluffle in behind the Kitchener goal,
right?
And Adam Ruzicka and Smith were kind of tugging on each other's jerseys up just under their chins and stuff. Right. And from a fan perspective, I never wanted somebody more to go and just shove a glove in his mush, but it never transpired. Cooler heads prevailed.
Right.
I'm not even remotely suggesting I'm one of the cooler heads, but what I wouldn't have give for Adam.
Well,
just
we have
give him one.
some people watch. Oh, look, Jennifer says hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
I think she's talking to me.
Check the sugar.
And Deb Lawrence out there. Hi, Deb. Deb, a part of the lacrosse Pacers, which...
Nice!
Fazio with a nice save.
Fazio.
Dancing on his head again.
Well,
lacrosse Pacers will be coming up starting at April the 28th, and we'll be broadcasting the whole entire games.
Come on, boys.
For that as well. So looking forward to that. Thanks for watching, Deb. And wherever you're watching, click the share button, please.
Nice.
Share it out there so we can get some more people watching us here live tonight at Brownstones.
This is my line, and look, I mean, they spend the whole time, their entire couple of minutes, playing in the Kitchener end. This is a great lineup. Ryan McGregor, Sean Jostling in behind the net. Woohoo! Hugo out front.
Shot.
You got Deneen on the blue line there, keeping it in. See, that's a good shift. A good, hard-working shift. Couple of shots on goal. Pardon me. Oh, nice! Oh. Sting with another couple of great opportunities here. This line really playing hard. Shoots and spins and shoots. See, I love that. See Jostling, he just kind of stops on a dime, turns and fires.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just hell of a player, that guy.
A lot of strength there in Sean Jostling, as we've been talking about earlier, and actually CHOK tonight did their pre-game broadcast, and Sean Jostling was their profiled player for the broadcast.
Yeah.
And
my vote for MVP, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you track the 3 stars at the end of every game. I think if you track that right down through the whole series, I think you're going to probably find that our buddy Sean's got more than his fair share.
Right. Currently on a break right now from still 0-0 in there.
Okay, my time for a break then.
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll stay. Yeah, I'll stay, and I'll talk about Buzz and Honey were following me up. And we were up in the suites last night there in Buzz and Honey. They seem to have been following me around the last couple of games. A lot of fun, and really we want to give a shout out to all the participants at the Sarnia Sting. You've got the mascots, and you've got the maintenance workers, to the Zamboni drivers, to everything that takes to make an arena work, right? So fantastic job, and thankful that Sarnia.
Those are all city guys, right? That's City of Sarnia.
Yeah. So. All right, back into game mode, and again, wherever you're watching from, we're live right now. We're at Brownstones here in Sarnia, game number 5.
Another big shot on goal.
And we would welcome you to come down to Brownstones. Come on down here, and it's on the big screen, and they got the sound on for the game. The Blue Jays game's on here as well, 4-0 for Cleveland right now.
I think I saw our shot clock. That's about 8-6 right now.
Okay, I can't
in favor of the Sarnia Sting. You forget your distance glasses today?
Yeah,
Rick?
I did.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if they'll notice we moved their balloons.
I
haven't said anything. How'd they get over there?
I don't know. It was a birthday party, so people can't see us. They'd have to come down here to Brownstones and to see what's going on here. But we have a birthday party or something going on right here in front of us, between us and the television set, and had a big stack of blow-up balloons that they put
right there,
conveniently right in front of Dave's view. So
it was almost planned.
Yeah.
There's about 8.5 minutes remaining in this first period here. This series tied 2-2 with Kitchener and Sarnia Sting.
Still no score, which is it's awesome, but certainly shots on goal in favor of the Sarnia Sting. And I would say we've played probably more time in their end than they've played in ours. Here we go, 2-on-2. Adam and Jordan Cairo. Oh. So many bounces off of skates. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Makes me bonkers.
Down in the Sarnia Sting end right now. Ruzicka helping to get things back down the other way.
Nick Green on the back end, like I said, one of our great defenders. Oh. This is that lineup, and I want to say, this was, we've got 2 of our leading scorers from the regular season on this lineup, and they just, I don't know, they just don't seem to be as defensive maybe as the other lines. Oh, here we go. Oh, almost cleared the zone. Oh, that's nasty. Playing hard, but, Kitchener's right on this line. These guys are tired. It's about time we're going to probably find something where we're going to get a change, or at least hopefully get a change. Oh, don't pass it to him. Why are we passing it to Kitchener? Why would we do that?
Shut up, Jake Peckham.
What? Come on, don't tell me to... Man.
You've had a lot of that this week.
I certainly have. Oh, my goodness. I mean, what is it about that, right? Like, I'm a fan. I enjoy the game, and
There's different types of personalities.
Well, I get it. Then why do they let grumpy guys in the doors, Like, come on. It's a hockey game.
Because they bought a ticket.
They
got a badge like you.
They got what?
That season ticket holder badge.
Yeah, I guess. Well, then tell the players to shut up. Don't tell me to shut up. What are you doing? Uh-oh, that was close. Sting struggling a little bit in their own end here. A lot of good shots from Kitchener. Up, now we get it. Up the ice. 3-on-2. Get a little drop in. Kalina picks that one up, and we'll face off in the Kitchener end now.
And again, coming to you live from Brownstones, game number 5 here is Sarnia Sting.
Well, they got the out-of-town scoreboard up there.
Sault Ste. Marie,
Kingston over Barrie, 1-0.
Over Owens, 2-1 over Owen Sound, yeah.
Kingston could put Barrie out of the tournament at this point with a win tonight.
Looks like, and I'm sure they'd be okay with that.
But it's that Owen Sound Sioux one that we want to pay close attention to for sure.
Well, it's nice that we're going to be back here regardless on Sunday, 5 o'clock puck drop at the Progressive Auto Sales Arena. And as you mentioned, depending on what happens tonight, if Sting win tonight and come back home, would be nice to win at home for sure.
It would be nice.
Currently in the Kitchener zone. Some aggression happening out there. Was that Smith?
Is that what we call that?
That Smith guy?
I don't know. I just missed. I just saw the little bit of pushing and shoving and a few stick whacks going on here, but big shot from Hatcher from the point. I like the way he's progressed this season too. I want to say it can't be easy being the coach's son and playing on the team and stuff like that. But Kelton Hatcher has really come a long way in the last year and a bit, I have to say.
And how do you mean?
Well, I mean his play has matured a lot. Like I think it's clear he's got a little more confidence playing out there now.
Okay.
He's using his size because he's a big boy, right? He's a big tall guy.
By that, honestly.
Yeah, and he's shooting from the point. He's got a pretty good, strong slap shot from that blue line position, and that's always fun to watch. And he's actually made a few things happen for us this year. So. But defensively, it really appears that his game has matured quite a bit, and he's still a young guy, so we still got him for another year or two, right?
Right, for sure. Deb Lawrence out there still watching us says she looks like we're both enjoying ourselves.
Well, of course. What's not to enjoy?
Well, now that things are
working, we get to hang out. Oh, well,
now that things are working.
Now that things are working,
Jennifer
you can stop stressing.
Well, you know me. I like things to work.
Oh. Uh-oh. What's going on there? Looks like we may be going back on the PK. Is that what's going on here?
Well, one of our strengths.
Absolutely.
But not always a nice place to be. What we need to.
What happened? Here comes the replay. 2-on-1. Oh, maybe a little interference there.
Did that go in?
No. Fazio managed to stop that, but maybe they got a penalty. What's going on here?
Looks like Kitchener with the penalty.
It's funny because I can't hear what's going on there.
It's okay, you're hearing yourself.
Oh, Kitchener did get the penalty. We are on the power play. Oh, no, not the power play.
Yeah, the power play.
Not the power play.
Well, we talk about the power play a lot, and even I've asked the question to some of the players and coaches. And
can I cross my fingers and my toes?
It's definitely something.
Come on, power play.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to work against us. It's just not working for us.
No, fair enough. Oh, there's a shot on. Nice. At least we got a shot on goal.
Well,
that is improvement. And we're still in control. Another big fire.
3.5 minutes in this first
from
period.
The slot. Yeah. We still got the puck. Here we come, far side. Little lob out into the middle, and Kitchener clears. About a minute left in the power play here. Jonathan Ang picking it up from the back end a little bit. Oh, here we go. Carrying up the side. He's an interesting player, eh? Jonathan Ang. He was a good pickup, I think, this year.
Well, it was interesting when Jonathan Ang, Cam Deneen, and that's terrible that I can't remember. They all kind of came on at the same time.
Yeah. And right at the trade deadline there.
Sorry, Michael Pizzetta.
Mike Pizzetta, yep.
And they all came out really strong. Like first game they 100%. All played, they all got a goal, and a few games after that they were all playing hard, and then we a little back off there for a little bit. And then, But yesterday Jonathan Ang in there as well with a goal, right?
Yeah. Well, and I'd like to see more from him. I think for me, again as a fan perspective, Ang's he's an incredibly gifted skater. Flies like the wind.
I was going to say,
starts and stops, turns
precision is the word
absolutely,
that comes to mind for
really
Ang.
super strong skater, which is awesome. But I don't find he tends to have that kind of offensive firepower. He tends to, be more of a, leave the pass kind of thing. Ooh, a couple good opportunities there by the Sting. Still playing in their end.
Power play over now.
Adam Rzichka, big shot on.
Back into full strength for the Kitchener Rangers. And 2 minutes to go in this first period here. Still
tied at zeros.
Yep.
Okay, that's the Smith guy. 54. Oh, I don't like him.
Really? You don't?
No, not at all. He's obnoxious. I mean, by saying that, I'm saying that, as a Sting fan, he's been up in our grill the entire series. I mean, this guy knows how to get under your skin.
There are many who would agree.
Great job, and he's doing a great job of that. Making me nervous. 0-0s. I'm gonna tell you.
Well, it's always good to
Oh, here we go. Nice. Come on.
It's always good to be the first one to get that first goal. Right?
Absolutely.
That sets a pace for a game. But at a 2-2 series.
Excuse me, I got to go talk to the waitress for a quick second here.
Why? In a tied 2-2 in the series, some you could say, well, now it's a best-of-3 game. But we kind of knew
Katie, our waitress.
Katie's awesome.
No,
we're just talking about
you. We're talking about you.
She's looking after us really well. Brownstones is looking after us very well. Thanks to Brownstones for having us here tonight and taking care of us. We'll be here throughout the entire broadcast of the game. Just last minute of play here in the first period.
Uh-oh.
And Ghost and
no,
Go.
Don't. Yeah, Ghost and Go. Don't make me nervous. Oh, here we go. Here we go. No, we don't. He's been a real strong player for Kitchener so far this series, too. Their captain, Connor Bunneman. Heck of a player. Kitchener's got a lot of strong players on their team, but certainly we're not letting up on them in the least bit. Oh no! Oh, Foz, good job. Keeps it going. 2 seconds left. Little lob from the point.
All right, that's the end of the first period. Zeros in there for both sides.
Don't sound so excited about
well,
that.
I was hoping we'd get that first goal
I
right
was
from the
hoping
start.
too.
Right from the start. So, all right, so we'll be on a break here now as, again, Kitchener and Sting, game number 5 down in Kitchener. But we're here at Brownstones, and you can come down and say hello to us here.
Absolutely.
And I've been waiting to do this. I mentioned earlier that Lacrosse Pacers will begin their game series on April the 28th, and we'll be broadcasting that game. You'll be able to watch it live. We'll have more than that. But I put together a little video.
You got a video?
So
go
we'll
get
back
your video.
right
All
after
right.
this. Yeah, excited to be a part of that once again.
Nice.
That starts on April the 28th. We'll be live broadcasting, and it won't be on Facebook. It'll be on our website and our server at tvsn.ca, and absolutely free to watch. And I know you joined me a couple of times last year. And,
yeah, it was exciting. I didn't.
It's really fast.
Ooh.
And there's the ball, and it's down at the other end.
Exactly.
Pretty hard to commentate when they're throwing it around that fast.
Well, yeah, absolutely. To do an accurate job of it, you'd almost have to get an auctioneer in there to call the game, right?
So, again, April 28th at Point Edward Memorial Arena, and maybe you'd come visit once in a while. You want to be a part of that?
I don't mind that.
We had.
You write that into my contract for next year.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. Because I have one.
I'll take the bonus. For doing the extra stuff.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. Well, when I start getting some, I might be able to share it with you. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break here as the break is happening on our television channel here at Brownstones, so we can stretch our legs here, whatever.
Ooh,
and
stretching is good.
We'll come back in a few minutes, and I know you've got some really cool stuff you want to talk about here too.
I can share with you a few of my geekier moments.
We'll get through that before the end of the game for sure.
All right.
And we'll talk about.
Sure.
You've got some pins here that you want to talk about. Some other cool stuff. All right, broadcasting for the Video Show Network right now, I'm David Burrows and my friend Jay Peckham. We will be back as the Sarnia Sting at game number 5 against the Kitchener Rangers. Stay with us. What was that? Oh, the scoring summary was.
Scoring summary
Was easy. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oh, look at that. The food's here. I got this
That
one.
one's
He's
mine.
got that one. Lovely.
Cheers, mate.
Right?
Look at that, eh?
Wonderful.
Oh.
So we're back, and the scoring summary was pretty easy.
0-0.
0-0.
There was no scoring. A lot of good chances, though. We saw a lot of good chances. I mean, we heard the Kitchener guys talking in the break, and they were saying it's a good pace of a game right now, and I would have to say I agree with that.
Well, it's a tennis match. It's been back and forth. We've seen the Sarnia Sting down.
More forth than it is back for us, though, I think, which is awesome.
Yeah. Some aggression going on there. We talk about your best friend, Mr. Smith. I know you'd like to see other things happen there.
Exactly right.
What would you how do you encourage that? I mean.
No, come on. I'm a big mouth, and I'm a fan in the stands. Come on. I would never actually encourage physical violence, but, hockey's a physical
unless
sport.
necessary.
Well, some cheap guy takes a cheap shot. I'm not above a little retaliation.
We're live down at Brownstones. That's why we're unprofessionally eating and talking at the same time.
Absolutely. I mean, if you can't sit and eat oh, nice. See, I saved my jersey and you just messed up your tie.
I have a hole in my bottom lip, all the time. I was going to wear my jersey.
Oh, close. Good chance there. Playing hard in their end again, I like that.
We saw some Sarnia Sting fans in the audience there. So
I'll tell you one Sarnia Sting fan that's not there, though.
You?
Is my buddy Billy Yurchuk.
No, where's Billy?
Billy Yurchuk, the CEO of Lambton Elderly Outreach, who did you hear, by the way, he's bringing back the seniors cruise. They used to they've done the seniors cruise every year for I don't know how long, and then it was.
Yes, I knew about the conversation.
Leo's bringing it back in, which is great. Yeah. But anyway, Billy's managed to pick up.
Rosina,
yes, yeah. But he managed to pick up tickets for the Yankees. He's an incredible New York Yankees fan, and they're playing in Detroit this weekend. So he got tickets for all 3 games. So he's actually already sent me pictures of him down at Comerica Park watching. That going on.
Nice. Down in the Sarnia Sting end right now. Elliott was in there in the corner challenging one of the Kitchener players. Now they're back over, heading down towards the. What is happening there?
Well, I like that a whole lot better than that silly drop pass at center ice. Oh, cross ice, big foot. Oh, Kalina come up with a save. I gotta say, I love the amount of time we're spending down in that Kitchener zone right now.
Well, and hopefully they keep it.
We can keep that going.
So that sooner or later it'll pay off.
Sooner or later. Love the spinach dip.
They are treating us well down here.
100%. Thank you, Brownstones.
Yeah, we really appreciate that.
Wow, we are really giving Kalina the gears right now. I love that. Pulled a few big stops out of his.
And we talked about that yesterday too. I mean, and we've talked about all season, or you've brought it up all season, where we can't keep shooting the puck right at the target. We can't shoot it right at the target. But I think sometimes there's value in just hitting him.
No, there isn't. There's value of putting the puck in the meshy substance.
I get that, but don't you think sometimes shooting right, just hello, I'm right here, working him out a bit? No?
No, I'd rather see him stand on his head and have to pull out something brilliant. Like the way to say hello, I'm here, is to put one into the back of the net.
I get that. My friend Steve Tully was texting, wondering if the game was on at Brownstones.
Is that the guy who's pretty much sure you're not sure how to spell sports?
Yes, that's one of my buddies who often stabs in the front. But I'm okay with that.
Well, that's why you brought me on in the first place. You just can't get rid of me at this point.
That's our brotherly love.
Yeah.
Brother loves Traveling Salvation Show.
And here we are still playing in the Kitchener end. I love that. Oh, another good chance there.
Well, so far, most time in this period, for 4 minutes in, the majority of it's been down to the Kitchener end. That's definitely a bonus.
Well, and that's what one of the things I keep talking about is, controlling the puck. Because it only stands to reason the more time that the puck is on our sticks, the more opportunities we're going to have to score and the less opportunities they have. So control is really important. That's why I never understood the dump and chase, or especially the dump and stand there,
Yeah.
That one drives me nuts.
Our friend Alan Hill is out there watching as well. He says...
oh, my buddy Al.
Yeah. So you know Al?
I know Al really, really well, actually.
That's right. We've had that.
We're busy rewriting his piece Vampire Heart, which is a big musical production.
Yep. Well, and, he says enjoy the nachos.
I'm not having nachos.
I don't know.
Al, it's spinach dip.
Spinach dip with chippy things.
Well, they're pitas, and they're
so I met
really
Al
tasty.
When I was 19 years old. I started DJing downtown Sarnia at Mr. Mike's Variety Club.
Oh, boy.
And Al was already there DJing. That's the first time and I've been in his recording studio years ago. We did a 12 bars or 12 days of Christmas, but we changed the words to associate with the bar business world. So I'd love to hear that, Al, if you got that somewhere. But he says go Stingo.
Go Stingo, absolutely. Alan's a great guy.
And wherever you're watching, Al and everybody else, please take a moment, click that share button. So we can get the word out that we're live here tonight at Brownstones for game
in the
number 5.
second period.
Yeah, and 0-0.
4 minutes down. Right now we're playing in the Sarnia Sting zone, which is unfortunate.
Could I predict?
Uh-oh. Careful with predictions.
Well, you probably shouldn't, right? But wouldn't it be kind of fun to go like 0-0 and then into overtime?
Oh, come on, man. I got a heart condition. I can't do that.
Yeah, I know. It's happened before.
I mean, it's stressing me out here, trying to split my focus between the game and chatting with you and
spinach dip?
Eating the spinach dip. I mean, like, oh, my goodness.
I was in here last night talking to some of the staff and preparing for what we're doing here tonight.
Yeah.
And one of the gentlemen that was here was explaining to me that the last time the Sarnia Sting, and I haven't checked into this to make sure, but the last time the Sarnia Sting was in the second round playoffs was against Kitchener.
Really?
So I was told.
That's interesting.
But I haven't looked it up yet, so don't.
Yeah, I'm not really a fact checker.
I don't know how you would check that, but
I don't know.
There must be a way.
Well, I do. I have all the cards, but that won't tell me.
Right. Okay. And not only follow us, but follow Brownstones. They're on social media. Actually, we got our social media gal for Brownstones. Diana's here. She's probably, I don't know, Instagram or something. They're on Instagram. They're on Twitter. They're on Facebook. They're everywhere on social media along with us. So this goes well. Maybe they'll have us back.
Maybe. Oh. JF. Oh, come on. Come on.
Kitchener with a goal, first scorer here in this period. I'm wondering if there'll be a review there.
Why?
Because
we were standing around.
I don't know.
That was not some good defensive play right there.
Well, French fries are great. I got the Reuben sandwich here. I haven't bitten into it yet, but I've had it before. I was going to try something new, but...
Yeah. Love that Reuben.
Once you get something good out of somebody...
Yeah. Oh, come on, boy. That was a defensive breakdown is what happened there.
Were we just sleeping?
Well, you know what? It's one of those things where it comes down to maybe to the end of the shift, and the guys are tired, and Kitchener's on, pushing hard and fast. And they caught Fazio out of the net, and yeah.
There's some discussion going on there. Fazio is having a heated conversation with the referee. Looks like he was complaining about
Smith guy.
Some stick pushing there, or aggression is what it looks like he's talking about. Fazio not happy.
No,
and you don't
clearly.
see that too often out of him with the referee.
No.
So emotions get stronger, I guess.
Well,
as the year goes on, the season goes on, and now here in the second round playoffs.
And
So I'm going to take a bite of my. Here we go.
You get in there.
I'm going to get in here.
Just don't drip it all over your tie.
This is my yellow and black tie.
See,
Smith and who we got there? Oh, Calvis.
Calvis, yep. Theo going to stand up for our boys. That Smith is, man, he's seriously giving the gears to the goalie.
I want to take.
He's all over Fazio. Anyway, sorry.
This might not sound right, but I want to take the cook home with me.
I'll loan him to you.
Don't get me wrong, Jennifer's an amazing cook, but that is, we don't have that fancy.
The panini press.
Panini press. Is that what that is?
That's exactly what it is.
See, that's why I don't cook. That's why I do not cook. All right, well, 1-0 for Kitchener.
Still lots and lots of hockey to play. I mean, 1-0.
Maybe that's what this thing needs.
Yep.
And say, all right, they got the goal. We better.
Well, and it's not like we haven't been without our opportunities, right? Like,
No.
I mean, we're still. They're playing strong and hard. Oh, see? Fazio stealing one there.
I'd be curious to know what he was discussing with the referee.
Well, you know what? I think what it probably is, if I was to say, based on watching the series so far with Kitchener, is that I bet he's getting a little bit tired of having people running him up and standing in his crease and pushing him around and all those sorts of things. Kitchener seems to have a real knack for that at the moment. We're going to have to, you know what, here's the other thing, and I don't know if this is a coaching thing or it's just what happens is we tend to collapse on ourselves defensively onto the goalie.
Right.
And it lets the other team in. Like if you watch when we're playing in the Kitchener's end, and we're on the attack, they keep us out at the blue line. Like they keep us at the boards and at the blue line on the periphery.
Right.
They don't collapse. We have a bad tendency of collapsing on our net a little bit. That lets them in, and with all that traffic, there's a lot of screen opportunities and things like that. Drives me nuts as a defensive mechanism. I don't know if it's a system or whatever, but it seems to happen, and it happens too much. Playing in the Kitchener end again. I love seeing that. We need to get one back here, that's for darn sure.
Well, we need to get a couple.
Well, another one back right here would be outstanding.
We give a shout out to those affected by Humboldt Broncos tragedy as well, of course.
Absolutely.
There was a moment of silence a few games ago, and yesterday's game, yesterday was Jersey Day.
Yeah,
and everywhere
an awful
went,
lot of people coming out for that.
There was lots of jersey wearing at the Sting game, but I know my son he wore his jersey, and he said there were lots of people at his high school, public school kids were wearing jerseys.
I loaned out half my jersey collection to my family.
I went into Best Buy and different places, and it was happening all over Sarnia. It was happening all across Canada, and down into the United States as well. So, again, continued thoughts and prayers go up to the family. So, actually, well done. And Katie, our waitress. Hey, there's my friend telling you. That's the guy I was telling you about. He likes stabbing me in the front.
Heck of a guy.
Katie, yeah.
I like him already.
I'm sure. Katie, our waitress here, taking good care of us here as well. All the staff has always been fantastic here. So.
Absolutely.
So, for those who just joined us, we are live at Brownstones, and if you're not watching the game, Deb Lawrence said, "Oh, food, fantastic."
I know.
I know where you live, Deb. You're just around the corner. You come on down here. There's a table right in front of us.
We could share for sure.
Yeah. And we've seen some other folks coming in here as well to watch game number 5 here tonight. The series tied at 2
Come on, boys.
And if you don't come down here, watch it on your telly.
Oh.
And just put us right beside you there with the little phone or whatnot.
Those little tips going off skates and stuff. Oh. Come on, Jordan. Here we go. Oh, big shot.
And the Rubens are great.
The Rubens are great. There's our power play working away again. But why is our power play? Why are we playing so many guys so deep? Like 2 guys behind the net and not enough guys out front to stop that from happening. Come on, boys.
Our friend Sting Updates, who I have no idea who it is.
Yep. What's he saying?
Well, I had it and it disappeared. I'll get back to it. Oh, there we go.
Only 30 seconds left in the power play.
Well,
get some.
Sting Update says, not the starting Sting, but Sting Update says Kitchener's just more intense than we are. We'll see. I think they've gotten under our skin a little bit there with that last kerfuffle with Justin Fazio. Already just about 5 minutes into this, almost 10 minutes into this period.
Sting down by 1, but I mean it's not. We're playing a lot in their end. They just,
A missed opportunity right there. Nobody home, so to speak.
Yeah.
And
coming off into the corner now. Come on, boys, keep it in. There we go. Nope. Just a bit offside.
Just a bit. Offside!
Offside!
I just don't know.
What?
When I heard that the game.
And it was actually the ref. There was the linesman who did that.
I didn't know that.
It was funny. We were all chuckling pretty hard in our section. Anyway,
I thought it was
right across from us.
I just thought it was I was up in the media box and I heard it, and I just thought it was a fan with a crying towel or something. I don't know. But
the crying towel.
All right, we're currently on a break right now. And
TV break, yep.
Yeah, I think we might just do that again and say, I want to keep promoting the Lacrosse Pacers because they got April 28th, their first home game coming up, and a lot of people aren't thinking about them right now because of what's happening. And you got food on your microphone.
I do.
Because of what's happening.
Oh.
You got food on my microphone.
I hate it when that happens.
Anyway, April 28th, here's why you want to see that. Back once again, still 1-0 for Kitchener Rangers, Game 5 here tonight. The big screen at Brownstones has the game on. If you want to come down and join us, I saw a couple of my friends. Couple of your friends. You have friends? My friends showed up. Where's yours?
That's a good question because I mentioned to a whole bunch of them and not like, one of them.
Where's that Kip guy?
I don't know. I mean, we do Friday night beverages in my neighborhood, right? And
think maybe they're having a better time?
I'm thinking that they might be sitting there having some beverages. But, don't quote me on it. We may see them for the third period. We'll see
my
what
wife
happens.
Watches.
I bet she does. My wife might be watching, too. Love you, honey. As I'm eating spinach dip. They just showed the out-of-town scoreboard. Was that the Sioux up on, or was that Owen Sound?
I don't know, but I'll pull it up here.
Not if I beat you to it.
Yeah, but I can show it to our audience.
Oh, well, yes, you can. Man. Come on, boys, get it out. Yeah, 3-1. The Sioux over Owen Sound right now. 2-1 Kingston over Barrie. And now you're going to put it online?
I am.
There you go.
It is, yeah. Yeah, Kingston over Barrie, 2-1. Like you said. 3-1 for the Sioux over Owen Sound. Well, that's an important, if the Sioux win this tonight, that's an important win for them because nobody saw that.
Well, just as this will be an important win for us when we pull this one out.
Less than 8 minutes to go right now for the Sarnia Sting in the second period. They need to get on the board here. I think the longer you wait to get on that board, then you come into the third period. Although,
nice shot.
We've seen it change many times before the Sarnia Sting able to turn it around. You know, right at that moment when everybody leaves the building.
I know. That was one of my best memories, you know.
Yeah.
They all left the building and we turned it around and put 3 goals or something like that. It was just crazy. We came back from behind and wow. A lot of choppiness going on here.
Jordan Kairu came alive yesterday's game, and everybody's been wondering where
he's been. Nice to get him on the scoreboard again today, that's for sure.
Yep. And there's been a lot of rebound shots, and we haven't been able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, true enough.
Rebound opportunities, right?
Yeah. Well, and I think the other thing, you know, is sometimes the goalies, when they get up a little bit, they like to keep the play happening. You know what I mean? So they'll play the rebound as opposed to stop the puck and then causing that face-off in their zone.
Forgive me while we eat for this.
Yeah, no, don't. Wow.
Brownstones is spoiling us tonight.
Absolutely.
They have all the games on here. They got, what do we got that I can see?
Well, we got
1, 2, 3, 4,
Winnipeg
5,
up
6,
here.
7 games going. 7 TVs.
Yeah, the Jays game is going on up here. Toronto and Cleveland tied at 4s. We got Winnipeg and Minnesota playing at 0s right now.
Cleveland was 4-0 there for a long time.
Yeah.
Curling down to the Sting end here, and that's
Fazio pulling it out again. Just not enough chutzpah from that line. Oh.
What was that?
Chutzpah.
What is that language?
I know, it's like gumption and, it's that internal drive. That one line just seems to be... No, it's not.
Oh, I don't know.
You never heard of chutzpah before? No. Oh. I think it comes from the same as schmuck. A schmuck has no chutzpah.
Why do I feel this is being directed at me somehow?
No, not at all. I would never say, oh, come on, drop the puck. Silly linesman. Let's just shake our hand a few times.
Needing to feel part of something?
Well, you ever notice it? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I want to show this tweet.
Uh-oh.
From our friends at Sting. Well, our friends. I don't even know who it is. Can I get this on the screen here in a minute? There you go, our friends. Ruzicka has to wide open teammates for a potential 3-on-1. He slows it down and goes offside. Doesn't like him on the ice.
Well, and you know what? I mean, it's one of the conversations I know we've had in the stands an awful lot lately is, as much as Kyrou has been off the scoreboard, unfortunately more than we want him to be, the real question comes around Adam Ruzicka, who just, I don't know, he does seem to be a little bit slow, a little bit behind most plays. Creates a lot of offsides and just, I'm not sure what's going on there because, he has been a factor this season. Certainly a strong factor. I mean, he's a big guy, we know he's got the chops to play, but, he was another World's Juniors participant, for his country, and I think it's maybe our expectations are higher for him at this point, and he just doesn't seem to be.
Well, I think our expectations are high for everybody on the team. It's the playoffs.
Yeah,
right?
Fair enough. And the question I think that the fans are asking about Adam Ruzicka is, how are you contributing at this point? And clearly there's not enough people that think he's contributing a lot.
Right.
So, I think I'd love to see more from him because we know he's capable. But that's the thing, that particular lineup seems to get an awful lot of ice time, and really is a lot of forward action there.
Our 28-18 shots on goal.
Well, and we are playing a lot in their zone. Oh, another big shot there. Come on, boys. God. We need to screen a little bit. Who's good at that is Jordan Ernst.
Oh, yeah?
Because he plays a lot like Smith in terms of, he's got that little more aggressive style, has no problem standing out right in front of the goaltender, give him a little bit of the gears, trying to set up those screen shots and stuff like that. And, he's always been one of our more aggressive players.
Right. Well, the whistle blown and just under 4 minutes left here. Still no score for the Sarnia Sting. It's Kitchener 1-0. But let's not lose faith yet.
No. I mean, there's still at least 20 minutes of hockey to play.
That's right. There's many reasons to keep believing in the Sarnia Sting. Believe in the buzz, so to speak, is the hashtag.
100%.
Because we've seen them come from way far behind and spin it around in the last couple of minutes of a game, right? So
we did what? We were down 7-3 once and then came back into win, or 6-3.
Yep, won in overtime. And but in order to keep the fans' faith alive, goals help.
Well, and that's the other thing too, right?
That's the name of the game.
Sarnia fans can be a bit fickle, I will say that.
Right.
They know what they like, and they like what they like, and when it's not going their way, they can be a little bit hard on their teams.
You would never do that.
No. But see, I've been around for a long time. I mean, I remember some of the good years where we had some superstar players coming through like Stamkos and Matt Martin, another one of my big favorite Sting players of all time. And if you ask anybody that knows me, they'll tell you that my all-time favorite player is a guy named Marco Caprara.
Okay.
Marco was an amazingly aggressive player, and in his final year was captain for us. And it was that Ty Domi effect. You got the muscle. Turns out that you put him as a captain for the last year, tell him no fighting. Turns out he actually knows how to play hockey too. he was just that good. I love that guy. I got to golf with him. Super nice guy too.
Okay.
Marco Caprara. So yeah, one of my favorite Sting players of all time. I also like the Matt Martin story. There's a local guy walks on at tryouts and tries to to get on the Sting. Ends up finding himself in a spot on the Sting, and plays the lights out. Gives 110% every time, and he ends up as the captain of the team. And now he's playing for, I want to say it's the Islanders.
All right. Nick Greenman into the penalty box here, so Kitchener's have the power play against us.
Silly Rangers.
Yeah, and this is
But you know what?
Huge.
You know what I say to that?
1-0.
You know what I say to that? Thank God for our penalty kill.
Well, okay, but that doesn't get us goals.
It sure does. Our penalty kill has outscored our power play so far in the playoffs.
Right. What I meant was, never mind. I don't know what I meant.
Yeah, I don't know what you meant either, so.
I didn't even see what the penalty was for, but.
It was high sticking.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, he caught him good. But only a 2-minute penalty, so thank goodness. So a minute and a half left in that penalty.
Yeah.
Just already a couple but see, there, that's what I mean. Here's our PK. We're playing in their end. There's a shot,
So why can't we do that with 5 guys?
I know. With the man advantage, you think we should do that more often?
Maybe we should just play 4 guys all the time.
I think we should just play 4 guys all the time. I really do. See? There you go. Picking it up at the blue line. Franco, you are my hero, man. Absolutely my hero. Gets a shot on goal.
Yep.
You know what? Outstanding young player. Love watching that guy play. And we come up with it. Grinding in the corner. We come up with it again. Here we go. On the shorty. Oh!
So there's 5 shots
There's
so far.
A penalty coming up for Kitchener.
Delayed the
Yeah, delayed penalty. And now we're going to find that. Oh. Outstanding. Short-handed, all those chances. See, our
Are
PK.
we getting a penalty too?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Thought it looked like
I want to say, hooking or something like that? Well, I think this guy was hooking on Ang, who was coming in and had an awesome opportunity, almost a breakaway there.
Still 3-1 for Sioux Greyhounds against Stowe and Sound Attack. And Kingston 2-1 as well.
Oh, totally hacked at him.
Should that be a penalty shot?
I don't know, but here we go. Adam Ruzicka. Oh. Too bad that deflected out. That was a great opportunity right there. So we even strength right now, probably 4-on-4. Just until Kitchener's penalty's over, and then we'll have the man advantage probably for about a minute and a half, I would think, somewhere around there. Sarnia comes up with the puck off the face-off. That's another thing we should probably keep talking. We should talk about every now and again too, is number of face-offs won, because. I don't know that we have anybody who's consistently outstanding at.
Well, I haven't heard anybody talking about it, right? So
no, nice turnover. Come on, boys.
14 seconds left in the period here for period number 2, and Kitchener 1-0 over the Sting.
Yeah, and we got a minute where the power play waiting for us coming into period 3. Cam Deneen gets his pocket picked. Kitchener will clear. That'll be the end of the period anyway.
All right.
Sting down 1-0. But I mean, strong play in that period. I love our penalty kill, man.
Certainly better than the first period, even though we haven't got that goal yet to tie things up.
Yeah.
We'll see what holds come up in the third period. We're going to take a little bit of a break here. We'll stretch our legs. We'll come back hopefully before the period begins, and we'll talk to you. Who knows what we'll talk to you about? Well, we're going to talk about hockey, but our friend
talk about my toys.
Our friend Jay Peckham is going to talk about his toys. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be back here live at Brownstones. Kitchener up over the Sting with 1-0 to nothing, and we'll be back. well, we're back coming to you live from Brownstones here for round 2 of the playoffs.
Woohoo!
Currently not in favor of the Sarnia Sting.
That's the unwoo-hoo.
That's the unwoo-hoo.
That's the who-woo.
Well, there's still 20 more minutes of hockey, like you said.
Yes, there is.
And there's still
plenty of chance for us to come back.
It's not like it's 5-0.
Stick it to them.
Right, so. All right, well, Jay, you brought, pardon me, you brought some.
I brought some stuff.
I brought some stories.
I did.
It, right?
Because I've been a bit of I'm a geek, right? So, I tend to collect stuff and things. So,
yeah, but this is really interesting. I know you started talking to me a little bit when we got here.
So this started a number of years ago. I actually collect the pins. Okay,
yeah.
And sort of how this started was. I've been a season ticket holder for probably 14 or 15 years now, and every year we'd go on a road trip, right? So there was always a group of guys. When I started being a season ticket holder, we would get a group of guys, and we'd say 5 guys, and we'd buy 3 seats, or 7 guys, and we'd buy 4 seats, or whatever it was. Just because a lot of my friends are shift workers, and they can't necessarily go to every game, but they'd love to go to 20 or 25 games in a season. That made it about $250 a piece, and we did that. So, for the first, probably 10, 15 years, or 10 or 12 years of this, it was always this group of guys. And then, so very early on, we all sort of, thought, hey, well, they're playing, here. Why don't we head down there and check and see the Sting? And then that got into, there's this interesting road trip. They're going and they're in Ottawa, Belleville, and Kingston this weekend. What about a guys' weekend? And so we started putting those together. And then eventually that kind of turned into we have a goal of trying to get to every away arena to see the Sting. Yeah. And so I thought that, the best way for me to keep track of that was that every arena that we went to, I would buy a pin and I'd add it to my lanyard. And so I started putting the pins on the lanyard from the places we've been, and there's only actually 2 now that I don't have yet. I don't Hamilton Bulldogs and Mississauga actually I think is the Steelheads. Right. I don't have the Steelheads on there yet. But
now you told me I'd tell the story about this one here, the Firebirds pin.
So yeah, the Flint was interesting because. We went and did the Sioux, and we did Flint, and we did Windsor on a weekend, and lots of great stories came out of that particular trip. But the first rink we got to was in the Sioux, and the challenge was that the Sioux, they didn't have any pins.
Right.
So I thought, well, okay, how am I going to get a Sioux pin if they didn't sell them at the arena? So I was wandering around with my lanyard on, and some guy, a Sioux guy, came up to me and started asking me about my lanyard. And I told him the story, and he goes, "Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I'll trade you if you got an extra Sarnia pin." I thought, sure. He goes, "All right, here you go," and he gave me his Sioux pin right off his hat. He gave me a Sioux pin, and I gave him my Sarnia pin. And I thought, well, that was the coolest thing. So that was the first one, and then we got to the Flint. I'm now fresh out of Sarnia pins. I still got to get some because it was the same trip. And I'm wandering through. Well, doesn't Flint? They don't have any pins.
Oh yeah.
For the Flint Firebird. So I'm wandering around, and I ran into a guy, a Flint guy who had a pin on his hat.
You run into a lot of people.
We do. I mean, we have a lot of fun when we're on our road trips. Anyway, so I said to this older gentleman, I saw he had a pin on his hat. I said, "Hey, sir, what would it take for me to get that pin off you?" Because, and I told him my sob story about how they didn't have any pins, and I'm collecting them.
You boo-hooed him into it.
I totally did. And by we got halfway through the story, and this guy felt so bad for me. He gave me his Flint pin, and the interesting part was, it wasn't just a regular Flint pin. He gave me his pin off of his hat. From the inaugural season of the Flint Firebirds. So the pin itself actually says inaugural season on it, which there wasn't a whole lot of those. So So there's that. There's a couple other fun ones
What's
on
this,
here too.
It's not a pin, but there's a pink ribbon here.
Yeah, pink ribbon was I got that during one of the support for breast cancer, and it just it actually came with my buddy Bill from Lambton Elderly Outreach.
Right.
He accepted a donation from me, and I ended up getting a pink Sting jersey, and this pin was on it. This ribbon was on it. So that was that, and then the other one I like to talk about is this Senators pin.
Okay.
We did the Ottawa, Belleville, Kingston trip about I think we did it at least twice anyway, and the second year that we went, the 67s had their arena under construction. So the Ottawa 67s were actually playing out of the Canadian Tire Center, which is where the Senators play.
Right, yep.
So I went looking for a pin just to say, I was there. And of course, they didn't have pins for the 67s. So I picked up a Senators pin instead. So that was that particular story. But I mean, I've got the 20th anniversary of the Sting. I've got that pin for that. I've got the 10-year pin for the Sting. I have a regular Sting pin, the City of Sarnia pin, and then I have this the Poppy pin here. Was actually given to me because my neighbor, who's a member of the Knights of Columbus and also is a horn player, played taps during one of the Remembrance Day ceremonies during a Sting game. And they presented him with that pin, and he felt he had an awful lot of them, and he knew I was a great big Sting fan, so he played taps that day, and then he came and gave me that pin that afternoon or that evening at the Sting game. So I got that pin as well.
We just got a couple minutes here before we get back to Game 5 here, but I know you've got a book of.
This is one of my prized possessions.
So you have
this is the manual. Okay, so well, the manual. I got lots of Sting stickers that I've picked up over the years, as well as this was the very first colored game night that they produced with Andrew Perugini in it. And then if you open it up, I have a picture of my kids all decked out in Sting gear when they were really quite young. But
they really had no choice in the matter, did they?
A few of my season ticket holder identification cards from some of the seasons that I've been a season ticket holder. But yeah, effectively, I have every Sting hockey card. This is their inaugural year, and I have literally every card for every year since then. And then the first dozens or so seasons I purchased them, or I bought them from somebody else. But in the last few seasons I've actually been getting them myself, and I've been getting them signed. So this one here is one of my favorite cards, because it just happens to be the very first year that this guy, Steven Stamkos, I don't know if that'll turn up, but Steven Stamkos played for us, and it's signed by Steven Stamkos.
Wow, is that right?
So yeah, I've got like literally everything, and the last few years they're all signed. Some of the more interesting signatures I have in here, I see plays back underway and stuff. So we're into the third period, but some of the more interesting signatures I have in here was that it turns out that my son went to Holy Trinity School. My sons went to Holy Trinity School, and one year my son came home and he told us all about his new teacher, and he said his teacher used to play for the Sting.
Oh.
And I'm going, isn't that interesting? Are you sure? He goes, yeah. His name was Ryan Hare, and it's sure enough, Ryan Hare. So my son Nicholas turns around and takes the book in to show Ryan Hare all of the things, and of course I've got Ryan Hare's hockey card in here. And he signed them.
That's cool.
So I have signatures from
so it could
from
honestly
Ryan Hare,
be fair to say, as the Sting have the power play right now, you are the biggest Sting fan?
Well, I wouldn't say necessarily the biggest, and if that's a fat crack, I'm going to get mad at you later. But
that's not
I'm certainly a large Sting fan, I would say. But I have plenty of geekdom to go along with it, right? So, yeah, so it's a ton of fun. But I mean, I'm a collector, right? So I like collecting stuff.
No,
and,
that's
and those are
great
some
thing about
fun
collecting
memorabilia.
Those kind of things is, like you said, the stories that go along with them, right? So.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I got a lot of stories. I mean, I could tell you all about Bob the Hippo too, but
that's another show.
That's a whole nother show. Yeah, absolutely.
We may just have to do that, right?
Yeah. So Sting having lots of great opportunities here on that power play. Only 30 seconds left, and we really need to even up the score as soon as we can. I'm not even sure how to even begin fixing the power play, but
we just don't seem to
currently
take advantage of
it just does not seem to go as well as our penalty kill, and that's for sure certain. Kitchener clears it all the way down the ice, and with 10 seconds left in the power play, that'll be all she wrote for that.
Definitely something that the Sting have to work on.
Yeah.
In order to keep things moving along here. I mean,
well, 100%. We need to, we need to take advantage of every opportunity presented to us. And I mean, you'd think that the power play, is just such an advantage. You're given a man advantage, and if we capitalize on those, then it's there's really something clearly that's a challenge there.
Well, and final opportunity here tonight in the
third period. Yeah, baby, there it is. There it is. And it's, guess who it is? Sorry. Guess who it is? Yes, it's number 27, Sean Jostling.
There you go, yeah. Well, there's another example of Sean Jostling and his skills.
Absolutely.
Well, that's exciting now, for sure.
Look, just a little move up. Oh, beautiful shot. Sorry.
No.
What's that?
I don't know. I keep wanting to. I'm keeping an eye on our. He just said, Sting Update said, who else?
Well, it's Sean Jostling, right? Absolutely.
Well, there's again that. He's just put him on every line.
You know what? Well, you can't honestly do that, but certainly when he is out there, he's one of those guys that makes the best of every shift.
Well, this will certainly make the next of this third period more exciting as it's tied now. And
well, the best part is that we get Sean Jostling for another year at least, and maybe two at this point. We're playing back in our end. I don't like this. Get that guy out of there. Smith sits on the puck. How we doing, Mr. Producer? There we go. Fazio steals another one, and look at that. Smith in the middle of some ruckus again. He's giving Fazio the gears, man. What are you chuckling about now?
Just Smith.
Oh.
Beautiful goal, Sean Jostling, for sure.
I know. I love this kid. And if we get him for a year or two more, I mean, that's even better. Look for him to be, captain material in the near future. Because this year we lose Fazio as an overager. We lose Connor Schlichting, I think, as the other as another OA, and I think we're going to be losing. Is it Jordan Ernst? Who's our third overager? Did we die?
Justin Fazio.
Oh yeah, Fazio, Schlichting, and is it Ernst? Is our third overager? Can't remember. But it's all good here.
Yeah, we're still audio.
Tied at one. We're still audio, just no video, right? Our video source having some technical difficulties. Oh, and the net's off, and Oh, Cole Sherwood is inside the Sarnia Sting net. Not sure how that happens. I know how that happens, but Kitchener seriously, fiercely trying to win this. But it's amazing the number of Kitchener Rangers that find themselves in the blue paint in front of Fazio. It's a major league struggle for sure. Face off just outside the Sarnia zone, and Ruzicka wings it. And Sarnia is just in a big turnover.
Well, and Sarnia
Kitchener playing in our zone.
Goal to adrenaline gets working when that goal goes in, and
100%.
Because you've been chipping away really hard, especially as hard as they have for the first two periods, and not able to come up with anything. So now it's like, yeah, here we go, we're in.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it going though, right? And
now we're back up where we belong in the Kitchener zone for sure.
We knew this would be a war between Kitchener and Sarnia.
Got a chance here. Need to one-time that stuff.
I think it's been about
come on, guys, we gotta shoot.
10 years since.
Yeah, I'd like to check that out. I mean, and that's the thing. We've been to the first round a few times for sure. We even won the conference the one year that we had Stammer, but one of the things we really have struggled with was not having that full sort of team together, and I think this year I think it really is a great team effort for sure.
Let's see if we can.
Oh, you trying to figure it out? When in doubt, Google it.
Jennifer says it's Mrs. Google.
Mrs. Google. I never said it was Mr. Google. Just Google it. It's a verb now because you can Google something, right? All right, come on, boys. Another big hit right now. Here we go. Having trouble getting it through the neutral zone there. No, not Stanley Cup playoffs. Maybe use the word Sarnia Sting. Oh, another close chance right there for the Sting. Puck just popping over Kalina's head. But again, we're playing hard in their zone. Let's keep that up. How you making out, Google? Ooh.
Not having any luck.
Jocelyn keeping it in. Another shot.
We know it's been a while.
It's been a while for sure.
And we thank our friends at Brownstones for joining us here.
100%.
Welcoming us here tonight at Brownstones to talk about game number 5.
Absolutely.
See how that works?
That's cool. That's cool. The lovely graphic.
When we don't want you to see something.
That's right, where I was scratching my nose or something, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go back there.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Also, our friends down at CHOK, Lee Cunningham, Pat DeRoche, commentating the game tonight on CHOK.
100%.
And, say hello to our friend Sean Gladwish, who is
here we go. Sting 2-0. Just a long lead pass. Just didn't make it.
Gave it away.
Wow, there was a bad long lead pass. Just a little too long.
Just under 13 minutes.
Bezzetta fighting behind the net.
Sting in their last chance to come ahead here in this final period.
Nice shot. Oh, come on. Rimsha. There's a guy that we don't talk enough about either. Is Drake Rimsha.
Right.
I think Rimsha, for me, the real trouble is that he tends to be a bit inconsistent. I think it's one of those things where...
Well, and maybe that's why we don't talk about him enough.
Well, we should talk about him, though, because he's a hell of a hockey player.
Right.
Like, absolutely he wins more face-offs for us, and he fits. Yep, he fits into a whole mess of different spots on special teams and stuff. Like he's a very, very versatile player. I just think, for me, my challenge with Rimsha is that I don't know how consistent he is at doing all of those things.
Right.
But we certainly have him do an awful lot on this team. And he can be a good, strong, aggressive player when he wants to be. He's one of those grinder guys that really does well on the boards in the forward zone.
Kitchener with a shot onto Fazio there, down in the Sting end currently. 11 minutes to go in this third period. It seems like these periods are flying by.
Well, it is. I can't believe we're in the third. We're halfway through the third already.
And we'll be looking to come back to the Progressive Auto Sales Arena, either way of what happens tonight, for game number 6.
2-on-2, and we're screaming into the Kitchener zone. Come on, boys.
That puck drop on Sunday will be 5 o'clock.
You sure about that, right? Because that's one of those things you don't want to mess up, right? Is the oddball times. All right, good.
Nobody's watching anyway.
What?
Just kidding.
I thought you said we got a whole lot of views going on.
We do, actually.
We got viewers.
We had quite a few on. We're live on Twitter, on my Twitter, Dav Burrows. And we're live on Facebook on the Video Show Network. We're live on YouTube. And, I was distracted there.
Yeah, me too.
And Twitch. We're live on Twitch.
Twitch?
You don't know what Twitch is, do you?
I do know what Twitch is.
Okay.
Yeah. My boys use Twitch a lot, actually.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, I have a channel on there, too. So.
Yeah, because they're into video
games.
They the games. Yeah, they're the gamer guys.
Do they stream on Twitch, or do they watch Twitch?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah,
I think they've dabbled on stream to Twitch and commentating their games while they're doing it.
Yeah.
But that seems to be their one of their primary things they like to do these days is watch some of these guys.
Well, Twitch used to be for gaming only, but now they've opened up the doors to everybody can be on there, so that's why we have a channel on there. My son Jason and I, we go into Lambton College to the esports arena every Thursday and stream for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And shout out to Lambton College for being awesome to us as well. And it's called Father versus Son.
Father versus Son.
Yeah.
Nice. Come on, boys. And we're in the forward zone again. Nice. Oh. Missed the cross pass. Sting keeping it in. This is our line. This is that line.
I don't think we want to go to a shootout.
Well, I don't know.
They're just dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. They can be, but clearly one of the things that has happened. Oh, baby!
There it is again.
I told you, that's my line right there.
Well, you have called it, that's for sure. 2-1 now.
Hugo Luenius. Outstanding.
Yeah.
See, that's my line right there. Theo setting that one up in a big way. Theo, big, strong shot from the point. That was beautiful.
Well, and that's the advantage that the Sting need right now to hang on to this win tonight. And
outstanding.
Again, a perfect example of what we talked about earlier. They're
persistent
completely
hockey
capable of bringing it back around.
Yeah, 100%
into their favor. So.
Oh God, I love that stuff.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Almost like being there.
Yeah. That's
we got the
outstanding.
The big screen here for Brownstones.
We just got to hang on to it, because I was saying just before we scored there, but I think one of the things that really sort of characterizes these playoffs so far, even when we played Windsor earlier and now playing Kitchener, these are really, there is some strong goaltending going on in this league right now, and I think that's awesome. I mean, Justin Fazio clearly, up there on his game as an overager, and Michael DiPietro for Windsor in that first series, I mean, really kept them in that game. We were all over them, and we just had such a challenge trying to solve DiPietro because he was just that outstanding of a goalie. And then
I think we just were hoping he would get tired.
I think so.
Goal,
I think so too, because I mean he was facing 50 shots a game.
Yeah.
But I mean, my hat's off to the goaltending in these series. So far it's been absolutely stellar. And again, Kalina. I mean, this guy's no slouch. He's certainly made an awful lot of great saves to keep Kitchener on the other side of it. Did that one just go in as well? Oh, we just picked up another one? Is that what it looked like, or did they?
Not sure.
I don't know.
Commercial will tell us.
Okay, I'm going to say that probably wasn't a goal then. It was just a really good play.
Take a quick break ourselves, and we'll be back. Game number 5. All right, well, we're back in 2-1. If you're just joining us live at Brownstones.
You could have given me a little warning.
What were you doing?
Well, I was probably, I don't know, was I picking my nose?
I don't know.
You got to give me some warning before you do stuff like
pay
that.
Attention.
What? Pay attention? Oh, man. You're killing me.
Well, I'm not killing you. Hugo Lavinius in there with that goal. Fantastic.
It is only 2 the goals, though. By the way, I was
inadvertently
thought it looked like there might have been from, but because another Sting goal right now would be absolutely the cat's pajamas.
I think it would certainly make things comfortable.
Oh,
and they're trying to do it hard, but Rangers takes it off down into the Sting zone. Both these teams
fighting hard. Everybody wants it. It's great. Here we go. Sting, bring it back up.
Both deserving.
Yeah. I mean, time to give that line a break. Holy snapping.
Yeah, I'm okay. Our waitress
Katie doing a great job.
After us.
Of course, after another one of these, I'm going to need to take a break myself.
You got to hold on for 6 minutes. We'll talk more beyond
6.5, but yeah.
We'll talk beyond the game ending as well here for a few minutes to get the fan perspective of Jay.
The fan perspective. That's right.
I like calling it that.
2.5 hours.
I have an excuse for you.
Yeah, you have an excuse for me. I'm glad you need one.
Well, it was a fan perspective, so that's why he said that.
That's right. Because you never know what that Peckham guy is going to say, right? Isn't that the way that works? What? Shut up. Exactly. Hearing that a lot these days.
Oh, well. You're gonna be louder on Sunday, I know it.
Oh, my goodness. When we win this game and we come home, that place is going to be bananas. I mean, if you haven't got a ticket for Sunday yet, folks, you're going to want to make sure you get it now because when we get a little closer to that day, you're not going to be able to get it game time. Standing room only, that'll be.
Well, our friend Sting Updates has tweeted, could the clock go any slower?
Well, and you know what? This is where we want to be real careful because, in the past, the Sting have, taken the throttle off a little bit on a lead like this with 6 minutes left in the game and, played that a little bit more defensive hockey. And, that is just not going to work at this point. I think we need to stay aggressive. We need to stay on the forecheck. We need to, keep them in their zone. I really think that that's important.
Just seeing a tweet here from Sarnia Sting congratulating Travis Konechny for his first Stanley Cup playoff goal.
Go Travis. There's another one of those exciting guys.
Rangers just tied it up here. Now 2-2.
Look at you talking about somebody else when we should have been supporting our team.
I had nothing to do with it.
You're killing me.
I know, and we missed it. Well, you're supposed to be paying attention.
I was paying attention.
Okay. 2-2, in case you missed it. Well, you were just saying this is danger zone right now, too.
Yeah.
Because as that clock shrinks, it leaves less opportunity to get another one back now, right? So...
Well, and I think we got it. Oh, what an unfortunate goal, McHugh.
Not a beautiful goal, but
not pretty, but they'll take it. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
I'm sure they're not going to go. I'm sure they're not going to go up to the referees and say, "Oh no, we didn't like the way that one looked. We'll take that one back."
Can we have a do-over?
Can we have a do-over?
Coming.
Yeah. Reset the clock. Take us back to 2-1. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to take that every chance they get.
It's going to keep it a dramatic game for sure. As there's 5 minutes left in the final period here. And Rangers just tied it up 2-2.
Something tells me I would think John Josling's going to get about 4 minutes and 51 seconds worth of hockey coming up.
That's a lot of hockey.
That's a lot of hockey.
42 shots on goal for Sarnia to their 27.
Yeah, and I like that, but again, that shows you how strong the goalies can be.
Well, and again, we've been
in
spending
these
a
series.
lot of time in the Kitchener zone, but the ratio not working out. Toronto's ahead now, by the way, over Cleveland, 5-4.
That's baseball,
fans.
For baseball fans.
No, I wasn't talking the Leafs.
How are the Yankees doing, by the way, for our buddy Bill Yurchuk down at the Yankees-Tigers game?
Yeah.
Let me Google it. Yankees versus Tigers. Oh, well, Bill will be happy. The Yankees are up 6-3 at the moment.
There you go. 4:20 to go here in this third period, but
Sting, we need a goal, that's for sure.
Well, and then overtime, and then
we're not going to overtime. We're going to get a goal, and we're not going to have to go to overtime. The key now will be staying out of the penalty box.
I think many would agree with your wishes.
Many will agree with my wishes. If only that were true.
Well, the fact that we're here for second round of playoffs is exciting on its own.
Oh, so close. Big cannon. Is that Ryan McGregor from that far side? Big cannon. Oh, Fazio stops another bullet. Wow.
Both teams digging in deep here to make their mark for tonight. And again, a reminder, we'll be back at the Progressive Auto Sales Arena on Sunday. It is a 5 o'clock puck drop. We'll be there. You'll be there, will you? You'll be there for sure? You're not missing any of this now, are you?
Are you kidding me? Not in a million years. All right, come on, boys. Here we go.
This is it, down to almost the final 3 minutes here of the third period.
Sting, keep it in. Yeah, I mean, I love the amount of time we're playing in the Kitchener zone. I don't want this to come down to OT. That makes me nervous. Oh, big shot. See, again, we are shooting the lights out, but, I mean, props to Colina for pulling this one out.
Here's your out-of-town scoreboard. Kingston 2-1 over Barrie right
now. That's a final.
St. Marie. Oh, it is a
4-1,
final,
yep,
right?
and they're both
final
finals,
4-1,
yep.
Yeah, okay. Well, Sault Ste. Marie winning tonight. Interesting.
Yep.
It's been an interesting series there. You get to this point of the game, and it just
makes me nervous.
It's no, I just mean
it's a nail biter, is what
I
it
mean
is.
Just getting into the playoffs. It's a whole different
game.
game.
No, don't be doing the "we're just happy to be here" thing.
No, I'm not saying
that's
that.
a cheesy Academy Award acceptance speech is what that is.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying the level of play, that it increases, the intensity increases.
Oh, 100%.
And it's a whole different game.
Playoff hockey is something
like,
special, that's for
it's
sure.
Like some of my friends who play pool, right? They play in the pool league, but then when they play for money,
yeah,
it's a whole different game.
Game on, yeah.
Not that happens.
No, of course not.
Down to 2 minutes here for the third period. My friend Jay Peckham does not want to go
come
to
on,
overtime.
boys.
Doesn't want to see
Giving it up in that forward zone.
Well, we've done it with
Kitchener
4
coming
seconds
back.
to go.
Yep, sure we have. And we'll bring it back up the ice again. Shot fired from deep center.
We're in the right area of the ice, that's for sure.
Rimsha turns and fires. Just not getting the rebounds. Like that's a challenge, eh? We're not getting the rebounds.
We've not done well on the rebounds. That's accurate.
Yeah, minute 23 left, and clearing the zone. But looks like we might be just satisfied right now with 2-2 in regulation. I think that's a bad play. I want to see this go done in regular time. But oh, nice stop. Heads up defensive play right there by Cam Deneen. Oh my goodness. Stop that from going unfavorably. Unfavorably, yeah. 43 seconds. We're pulling it up. Coming into the zone.
Go Sting, go.
Go Sting, go. Come on, boys. Big fire. Shot fired. Rebound. Missed the rebound. Lost it. 26 seconds, folks. Puck comes back into the Sting zone. Here we go. Coming up. It's Franco Sproverio, everybody's favorite Franco. Fighting along with McEnany. Oh, come on, get off of him.
And there you go.
Get a holding penalty? Please tell me it's a holding penalty.
But
then we go to the power play. I'm not a big fan of the power play. Come on now.
7.5 seconds left in the period before we go into overtime.
Now, going into overtime, though, I have to say, we've played very well at 4-on-4.
Oh yeah.
Or and then I know it's I know that overtime in this case there is no shootout. They're gonna play 5-on-5 in overtime, but we've played well in overtime.
Well, let's hope that holds true, because that period will end and we will go into overtime.
Dang.
Do you need a hug?
I need something.
All right. Well, as the
I need a commercial break.
That's right.
I need a commercial break.
All right, you go take a break. Sarnia Sting and Kitchener are tied at 2 apiece. We'll take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back for overtime. Game number 5. You gonna be okay?
No.
I worry about you sometimes.
I got a heart condition,
We'll be back. So we're back, just so you know.
Thank you.
I wanted to give you that heads up.
It was still an after-the-fact thing. You could have said, okay, we're going live in.
I'm not that professional. I'm self-produced. The BOY is not here to help with anything.
Absolutely.
I was just talking to some friends over there, and one prediction was Cam Dineen would get the winning goal here.
Cam Dineen. That's an interesting choice.
And
I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that.
Does it? Sherwood will.
Well, Cole Sherwood is. I mean, he really is there. A lot of firepower for them for sure. So I'll give you that. You know what? I would pick. I want to say McGregor.
Okay.
For the Sting, because you know
what
like,
I want?
He's also on that line.
Anybody on the Sting
anybody
team.
on the Sting? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's underway here. Overtime.
We are underway.
20-minute overtime. Katie, you're fine. You're fine. Jay can see.
I'm doing most of the talking, so it's all good.
Katie's been. Why do you got to be like that?
I don't know. What?
I'm doing most of the talking.
Well, because you're eyeballing your buddies over here and junk, and you're producing, and you got so many tasks going on.
I'm multi-talented.
Well, you bring in the talent, and then the talent's got to carry their share, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that the way that works?
See how that contract goes next year. Well, McGregor's out on the ice, so you might. Here's an opportunity
I'm a big fan. He's on that right line, and I think all three of those guys are very unselfish hockey players. It could be any one of them, but I mean, I think that's the line that produces the most. Sort of forward firepower for us. So,
all right.
Let's see how that goes.
So we're live everywhere. We're tonight here live from Brownstones. We're thankful to them for welcoming us into their home tonight. Big screen TV here for the Sarnia Sting game.
It's been a great time, that's for sure.
5. Oh, I'm still that Reuben that I had was delish.
Delish.
And you had a bacon burger?
I had a bacon burger, and then I had enough spinach dip to take a little bit home with me.
Right, and you gave up another dinner to be here tonight.
I totally did. That's my. I'm on the board of directors with SMAA Baseball.
Right.
And they had their volunteer dinner this evening, and unfortunately there was a conflict, and I can't go to that because I'm, well, frankly, here watching.
You chose me over them.
I don't want to say that because I don't want your head to swell and think that I like you all of a sudden and stuff. But
all right,
you're totally right.
I chose watching the Sting game on a big screen TV
and just doing it with you as a bonus. That's where we'll go with that.
Right.
How's that?
So anyway, overtime. Here we are right now.
Why you got to do that? Why you got to be like that?
Cry. Offside. That was offside. All right.
Well, you caught one play. That's great. Go Sports.
Go Sports. my buddy over there that says I don't know how to spell sports said I went over to talk to him on the break, and he said, so Burrows, just so you know, they've each got 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
5-yard penalty, repeat first down. Here we go.
My friend Steve Tully. Here we go.
That's awesome.
Get a 10-minute major for something. All right, 2-2 here. 2 minutes into
fighting hard for it.
Period. Well, they know they don't have to take.
There's
the whole
Dineen.
Oh,
right? there's your boy with a big shot from the point.
Well, not mine. My friend Steve over there from.
That's right.
So Steve Baker's here, and part of the Lacrosse Pacers. General manager for the Pacers. I believe that's his title. He's a big guy anyway.
Big guy with the Pacers.
Big part of the Lacrosse Pacers, which once again will be broadcasting the actual game live on April the 20th. We've got it scheduled and covered to do every home game for Sarnia Lacrosse at Point Edward Memorial Arena. So
nice.
I'll be watching for that on the Video Show Network. Yeah. And my son Jason, who often, when he's not working at his real job, comes
the real job
comes and helps and produces and looks after.
The
broadcasts always seem to go better when he's around.
Well, you must have taught him well then.
That's right. I taught him well, and he takes good care of us. But it's Friday night. He's 17, so
sure. He's got better things to do.
I'm sure she's worth it.
Come on, boys. Goes all the way up. Not icing. Oh, this stuff always makes me nervous.
Well, you didn't really want to go to overtime. A shot on to Fazio. He saves it out. And the Sting just at the middle line, trying to get back into Kitchener's zone here. Brownstones open till 2 a.m. here tonight. They've got all the games on. Toronto leads 5-4 over
Not a lot of table space at the moment, but
I see, one table and 2 booths left here. So Brownstone's been around just about.
Oh, come on, boy. Oh, nice pass, cross. Oh, a couple of good opportunities there. The Sarnia Sting keep the pressure on in the forward zone. Back on defense a little bit at the moment, but here we go. Luenius brings it out. Connor Schlichting fires it in. Oh, nice steal, Sarnia. Bring it in. Oh, just could not make the pass. Getting clobbered here. In the forward zone, though, but that's always a good thing to have. Sarnia going to have to stay on the forecheck here for... There we go. Sarnia pull it out. Uh-oh. Quick turnover. Rangers have it deep behind the net. There we go. Sting lob it up into the Kitchener zone. Everybody's going back for it.
Everybody's afraid to walk in front of our camera.
That's awesome.
That's not facing.
That's not facing. Got to keep their edge, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Oh! Runs into some traffic there. Is that Franco, maybe? You disappearing on me here?
I need power, Captain.
Power, power. We needed a juice. Sting playing a little bit of defense at the moment, trying to get that puck back. Comes up along the boards, and away we go. Probably take that time for a bit of a line change, I would expect. That's another thing I want to rant on about. Can I rant on about that?
Can.
I can rant on about that. You know what? The Sting have some of the worst line changes I've ever seen.
How do you mean?
God, they just
like when they do it, or
well, you know, for me, it's like things like the 3-minute line change. The first guy goes off, and then somebody jumps the boards, and oops, no, I got to go back on the bench. No, got to come over, and then all of and it just it seems like some of them just take forever. We've coughed up more goals on bad line changes, like
right.
Just, you know, horribly executed line changes, and that makes me bonkers. You know, or inappropriate times. You know, I get, you know, 2.5 minutes on the ice is a long time for a single shift, and I understand that. But you know what? There are some times where you got to change the game up a little bit, and when you've got that huge forward momentum going into the forward zone, that's not the time you want to make a line change. You know, I don't know. It bugs me.
You can tell.
Well, it does. I don't know.
Timing's important. There's no doubt about it.
Timing is important, and you know you can't just. That was a silly play. Come on, boys.
7 minutes already.
We can't be giving up the silly plays, and they lob it up the other end of the rink. And there will be an icing call, which was just control, 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 boys. Come on.
A serious look of Darian Hatcher, head coach for the Sarnia Sting, and David Legwand in there.
Well, I'm sure he's shaking his boots a little bit right now too, right? Face off back in Sarnia's zone. Kitchener firing it out, trying to keep it in. Sting still struggling to get that turnover right now.
Kip says the Wi-Fi on TV is great at your house, Jay.
Kip's at my house. Oh, what a cheeky monkey. Of course, he doesn't send it to me either.
Well, this was on our Facebook page.
Oh, it was on the Facebook page? All right. Well, that makes perfect sense. I got a nice new TV, and it's a big one in HD and all that stuff.
Oh.
Not nearly as big as what they got going on here, but
maybe we should have done
big
it
nonetheless.
Then Kip
Come on, boys. Oh, for crying out loud.
There it is. It's over as Kitchener takes the goal in overtime. It's now 3-2 and over tonight. Fazio certainly feeling disappointed there.
Oh.
Well,
you know, my heart sinks. You know, like, what are you going to do? Now, if
like
we're going to do it, it's going to be going to a Game 7.
This will definitely increase the excitement for this series. There we go. We got a couple of fans.
We got fans. We like having fans.
Definitely going to increase the excitement factor here on Sunday when we come back to the Progressive Auto Sales Arena for game number 6.
What an upset. That is upsetting.
Well, it is if you're a Sting fan.
Well, sure. I mean, and there you go. You got a line that got hung out there just far too long. Too much interference in front of the net. Yep. Just some not strong defense in this case. Of course, it didn't help that we got a high stick guy down behind the net. I mean, there's Kitchener taking advantage of, what probably should have been a penalty.
It's in, it counts, it's over for tonight, and back to Sunday, 5 o'clock puck drop. We'll be there.
I know I'll be there.
Yeah, and we'll see if the excitement
have to even
continues
that sucker up
to a game 7, right? Would have been nice to get the win tonight so that we can come
win
back
at home
and
tomorrow,
win at home,
or Sunday, I mean.
But I think at this point of the game, it doesn't matter where you are when you win. You just need to win.
Yeah, for sure. That was that shift. We needed to figure that one out there at that last minute, but I'm sure they'll look at it. They'll watch the tape and they'll make sure that
Well, we'll say thanks to our friends here tonight at Brownstones.
100%, absolutely. Thank you.
Feeding us and taking care of us. And then we've also got, we want to say thanks to our waitress, Katie, who was given the task. Of
absolutely
looking after us here tonight at Brownstones. And, moving beyond.
Beyond.
La.
You're so beside yourself.
Moving beyond. Thanks everybody so much for joining us. Final thoughts there, Jay Peckham.
Final thoughts is, again, reffing was a factor in that case. That should have been a penalty. Rimshay took a high stick right off the melon. I just, got put down behind the net, and it caused a little odd man opportunity for Kitchener. They capitalized, We certainly need to make more chances like that for ourselves and capitalize on every opportunity. And I want to say that for the last 2 games of this series, I think it honestly is going to come down to our power play. Our power play needs to step up and make. We need to either make some changes or do something and that put some real firepower on that ice, because we know Kitchener will get penalties. And if we're not taking advantage of that stuff, it hurts, right? So my final thought is that we've got some guys that got to step up. We're going to have to want it more than they will, right. And I'm hoping that Coach gives them a little bit of the gears in the locker room tonight, and we're going to come out super strong on Sunday.
All right, well, there you go. And so Sean Jostling and Hugo Lavinius, they're getting the goals for the Sarnia Sting tonight.
Yep.
Fantastic goals by them. And Justin Fazio, honestly, another fantastic display of his talent in between the pipes there.
Absolutely.
Just Kitchener Ranger just got a little bit more than they did tonight.
Yep.
Barely.
Well, and Kalina was on his game, so I mean, he made an awful lot of key stops, which he stole that game for them. So good for them.
Right. Okay, well, final thanks again to our friends here at Brownstones. Come on down and see them. They got about 10 to 12 big TVs here, and of course the huge screen that they have here as well. And
absolutely.
We'll see you on Sunday. All right.
I'll be there.
That's all we can say for now. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm David Burrows, broadcasting for the Video Show Network, and my friend Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!
We will talk to you soon.